Hey guys, Pyker here, and welcome back to another episode of Kerbal Reach. You might notice that my voice sounds a little bit clearer and nicer. That's because I'm using a new mic. I am recording all my newest episodes with my new mic, so there are going to be some little kinks to work out here and there for the audio to sound nice and clear for you guys, but hopefully this mic will increase my audio quality and make your ears a little less sore whenever I decide to scream and yell randomly. So yeah, I got a nice Audio Technica mic with a boom and a shock mount and a pop filter and everything. So I'm like all professional and whatnot now. So not really at all actually. I just have a nice mic. That's pretty much what all it boils down to be. So I did some things off camera in our Kerbal Reach save file. So we have about 5 days till our Kerbin Moho transfer window. I had a maneuver node all lined up and ready to go to get an encounter with Moho, but what we're going to do instead is we're going to take advantage of the O-berth effect, which we're going to put the satellite into a little bit higher of an eccentric orbit. So we're going to go to I think I need to burn on this side. So we're going to wait until probably about around here, right about here. We're going to wait and we're going to just increase our apoaps by quite a bit. Not a lot, but enough to make a significant difference when we come back falling back down to Kerbin. So we'll have a little bit of extra speed for our transfer. Now I did write down some notes on some things I wanted to... Sorry if you're hearing my paper and whatnot freak out, but let me see here. Basically, from what I can gather, the O-berth effect is burning close to a gravitational body. So basically, you're coming close to Kerbin. We'll say we're coming down close to Kerbin. So we're going to put ourselves into an eccentric orbit right now. As soon as I can get this thing to move a little bit here. So we're just going to burn a little bit. We're not going to burn a lot. We're going to try to save some of our most of our fuel in this stage because we're going to need it. I think a lot. I think we're going to need a lot of it, to be honest. So we're going to raise our apoaps up to probably almost, I don't know, probably pretty damn high. Probably get it up to like maybe 1 million meters or 1,000 kilometers. Roughly in that area. Yeah, I think we'll go 1,000 kilometers. I don't think we'll need that much more. Not to mention, I do want to kind of save the amount of fuel that we have in this stage right now for our initial burn, because we're going to blow through it for sure. So basically, we're going to be coming up to our apoaps, and when we start falling back down, we're going to be picking up speed because the gravitational well will be pulling us in. And basically, we'll burn when we get down to our periaps, because that'll be our fastest point from our orbit. And then we'll basically never mind, I'm not even gonna go into it because I don't even really think I know what I'm talking about, but basically we're just gonna power through and get the gravitational pull of Kerbin to help us out in our quest to get to Moho with this satellite. So we're gonna go ahead and just throw a maneuver node down now and see what we can get when it comes to actually encountering Moho. I know it's going to be a really long burn. It's probably going to be about almost 2,000 meters per second of burn, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to try to line this up and see if we can get an encounter at a reasonable amount of time. Obviously, we're going to have to place another alarm we're going to have to adjust mid-orbit, but we're going to have to, let's see, there should be an encounter coming up. It's 5 days. Our clock says it's 5 days until our encounter, but I kind of want to just set up our node and see if we can actually get an encounter before that, because I have a feeling we're going to need to use Kerbin's Kerbin's gravity to help us along in slingshotting us out into interstellar space. Now, exactly what are we looking at here? Okay, so basically, we are coming in too soon. We're leaving too soon. So that's basically what's happening right now. But so if we do this, so we'll go down to our maneuver node, right-click on it, and then these two little buttons right here that increase our amount of orbits around Kerbin to let us know. So if we increase it by 1, how do we get any closer? So we have 6 million. What's it now? 6,513,000. Ooh, whoops. Get that back up. So 6,513,000. If we add an orbit, it'll be 6,493,000. So basically, we need to make a couple orbits around Kerbin before we get into a position where it will be very, very easy for us to get an encounter with Moho. Now, I am reminding you guys that we are only taking a satellite out there. I don't think the satellite is designed to land on the surface at all. I don't think I have any parachutes on it or anything. I do not. But it does have a lot of power, a lot of solar panels, and a lot of ion engines. So we should be fine. It should have a... Yeah, it does. It has a commutatron right on top. I was like, where is the antenna to transfer some of this data back? And it's got its SCANsat piece on it as well. So we're basically just going to go out there and take... do I have a... I wonder if I have a... what's the word I'm looking for? Temperature gauge on this thing. If I don't have a temperature gauge on this thing, I'll be very disappointed in myself, to be honest. I feel like I should. I don't know. I guess we'll find out whenever we... Oh, I see a barometer. So there's got to be a temperature gauge on there somewhere. Alright, so basically... This episode's probably going to be a little bit longer than I anticipated, but I did want to bring you guys in. So we're going to just do a couple rounds and see what we can get into here. Wonder if it's getting any closer. If we like keep going around through our node. Alright, so where we're at right now, let's bring this back up. We'll increase this. Now it's saying we're not getting anything. Whoa, damn it, I hate when I do that. Come on, there we go. Okay, now, do we need to move this is my question. Looks like we do. Looks like we need to move it over here. Let's try... Where are we at, like, in the interstellar space here? Looks like we can get an encounter here pretty soon. Here. Let's see if we can bring this down. Okay, so what are we looking at? If we add some orbits to this... It doesn't seem to be doing much. I had an actual encounter before I even started recording. Now it's completely just screwed up. But basically, I'm trying to do this so I don't have to make an inclination change. If I don't have to make an inclination change, the better. In my opinion, anyways. And basically, we're just waiting for Moho to line up with us. So we're just going to keep fast forwarding. Again, I apologize for bringing you guys in this soon, but this is the plan. We're going to keep orbiting until we get an encounter. We're basically going to have to do quite a few orbits. We're basically going to have to wait until the alarm clock actually goes off. And I took a look at our life support systems. We're looking good all across the board for all of our Kerbals that are on board of some kind of vessel, I guess, if you want to call it that. So we have plenty of time to screw around with this. Three hours. Yeah. So our fastest point when we're down is we're going 2,500 meters per second, roughly, which isn't really that much, to be honest. Just going to wait like a little bit longer and, you know, probably like a day away from our encounter with Moho or our alarm clock going off. Because if we can get as close to that transfer window as possible, it should probably make it a little bit easier for us to reach. Not to mention, I have no idea whether or not we have enough fuel to even reach Moho with this satellite, but we're going to damn well try. So in other words, if I can even just get an encounter with it, or a close approach or something, I can probably get us into orbit of Moho, which is going to probably be the difficult part. I'm hoping that our stage that we have currently underneath the big stage the second stage that we have for this rocket will actually be able to slow us down to actually encounter Moho. That is the plan anyways. Okay, so let's just get rid of that real quick and see if we can, let's put it here. We'll add it here, and we'll just extend it out until we start getting close to Moho. Here, so that'll probably be waiting. This is going to be quite a large burn. Okay, now if we can, see, I think we need less now. That's a lot, 4,000 meters per second of burn. I don't think we even have that, to be honest. We do it with the ion engines, but it'll take way longer. Oh, I just saw something. Now what are we looking at? Too close, too far? Whoa, we are way too soon. Let's see if we can bring this back down a little bit. Maybe even move it over to this side. Maybe that'll do the trick. Move. Okay, so that's starting to get pretty close. I'm just eyeballing it here. Okay, so I need to actually decrease. Bring it this way. I need to burn over here. Okay, so now it's looking a little bit closer. This is the hardest part, to be honest. And I want the encounter to be over our ascending or descending node. I guess that's what that is over there. So I want the encounter to be, come on, where are you? Okay, I need to go out here and look for a change. I know this episode is literally just me dicking around with this maneuver node, but this is the hardest part, to be honest. Okay, so if we add, oh, there we go. See, look, that's all I had to do is just zoom out to see. Okay, so what's our close approach? 644,000 meters or 644 kilometers. That's actually pretty fucking good. So we're going to keep that here. And how long of a burn? It's only a 1minute and 12-second burn. With this engine, granted, that's more than we have worth of fuel, but we're going to start burning early and just try to get our speed up to reach that. And our burn is in 1 hour and 5 minutes. So if we can just get this thing on a trajectory out to Moho, I'll be happy. So we're just going to set up on our node here, and then we're just going to fast forward and wait for our node. Okay, it's this orbit coming around. Ooh, don't want to overshoot it. Okay, so we're going to start burning early, probably about now-ish. But we're going to burn slowly. We're not going to burn a lot. We're just going to burn very slowly. Because I want to make sure that we have enough time for whenever this engine burns out, which will be really soon, that we have enough fuel in this thing to complete the maneuver. And the slower we burn, the more fuel efficient we are. So I'm hoping that this will work. I wonder how much fuel. Yeah, we got maybe 30 seconds worth of burning. But it's saying it's only a 50-second burn now, but we have 2 minutes until our node. But I want to waste this engine. Well, not waste, but use this engine and then set up. Hopefully we'll have enough time with our second stage that will actually line us up perfectly to burn to get to Moho. That is the plan. Okay, we're out. Let's get rid of... there we go. Let's get rid of that. Start this engine, and yeah, see, now it's a 3-minute burn with this engine. But that's okay. We gave ourselves a little bit of a window, so we're just going to try to get out there as quickly as possible. This engine should last that duration, or at least damn close to that duration, so that our ion engine should be able to take up the rest of the burn. It might not be nearly as much, as long as we can get this stage to do the majority of the work. It would be a huge plus if this engine didn't burn out completely, because I would love to use this engine to actually get into an orbit around Moho. Otherwise, we're going to have to burn ridiculously far away from Moho to start slowing ourselves down. Whew, this is nerve-wracking. This is the first interstellar satellite that we're sending out, guys. I'm super excited, but I'm also very nervous. This is looking pretty good. I have a good feeling about this engine. This engine lasting the duration of this burn, because we have 1,000 meters per second to go. We still have 3/4 of a tank, and we're gonna miss our node window, but I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be fine, to be honest. I'm also really excited about the new mic. I hope you guys enjoy it. It did set me back a little bit of a money, but not too much. But it wasn't cheap, to say the least. But it was, you know, it wasn't too expensive. And I'm hoping that my editing skills for my audio are still, you know, half decent. Okay, so as long as we stay on the node should point us in the correct direction of actually getting an encounter. We're going to burn until our node says stop burning, and then we're going to just let the thing go out and into interstellar space, and we'll do a little maneuver burn midway to try to get closer. And I'm super stoked about the amount of fuel that we're going to have to do it too. Let's just move. We're just going to move a little bit just to get over our node. Maybe hopefully get this thing a little bit closer. I don't know why it's wobbling right now, but it is. Stop wobbling. Stop wobbling. Thank you. Okay. No more wobbles. Nope, still wobbling. Don't know why. Whatever. We're almost done with our burn. Okay, it's saying we're pretty damn close. But I'm just going to do a little burn here and there. See if we can get this as close as it possibly can. Whoa. I'm still not actually seeing the encounter other than on our node, but that's okay. We're just going to kind of scoot over here a little bit. Give it a little burn. Try to get it down to 0 millimeters per second, which it's looking pretty damn good right now. Okay, so we are nowhere near the node that it gave us, but that's okay. We can just get out into interstellar space, and it'll actually take a lot less fuel to maneuver into an actual close encounter with Moho. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to fast forward until we get out into interstellar space, out of the sphere of influence of Kerbin. And again, I apologize for this episode being kind of weird / lengthy, but I kind of wanted to explain things a little bit and wanted you to be here for my first initial node maneuver to a different planet that is really far away. All right. Okay, we are in interstellar space, guys. I guess we can set up a node. Should be going this way. So let's set up a node like at our Apple apps. Let's see what that does. Let's see if we can get close to an encounter. Do we need to increase or decrease is my question. So let's get close to the actual node here. Okay, so we need to increase is what it looks like. Okay. That's not good. But we do have an encounter or a close approach. We just need to figure out what we need to do to get that closer without overdoing it. Let's just do this and see what happens. Nope, nothing. Okay, so let's get back to that close approach. Oh. Oh. No, target. Target position at closest approach. Okay, so we need to burn. Okay, that's the opposite direction of which way I wanted to go. Okay, now it's gone completely. This is the hardest part. Let's get back to that close approach. There we go. I'm so confused as to what I need to do. All right, well, that is pretty much what I'm going to be doing in between episodes here. So hopefully I didn't bore you guys too much, and hopefully you enjoyed the new audio. I hope that, you know, it makes your ears a little bit nicer to listen to my irritating voice, especially when I'm getting irritated at the fact that this close approach is screwing with me right now. But I'm going to be doing this in between episodes. I'm going to try to get it really close, and hopefully we can burn to a point where we actually get the encounter, and then I don't even have to worry about it until it gets close to Moho. Once we get that encounter, I'll probably bring you guys back in, and we'll take a look at how close our encounter is, where we're going to set up another alarm at, and then we'll probably go over to Minmus and start collecting science from Minmus while we wait for our satellite to get to Moho. And then we'll have to send our other satellite out to Joule. So we got some stuff to do, guys, and we're finally getting to interstellar space, and I'm super excited about it. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the episode, be sure to hit that like button. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And thank you guys so much for your continued support, and I will see all of you next time.